You're listening to The Moose and the Loose, your 10 minutes action-packed financial podcast with your host, Mikey Hu. Hey, what's up, Market Moose? Mike from The Moose on the Loose. I hope you are doing well on this Friday. Today, it's not Retirement Friday, but rather pre-retirement Friday. So hear me out. I'm not going to retire anytime soon. Actually, I have no plan about that, really. It's quite confused in my head because I really love what I do. I love running my business, but a lot of things are going to change in 5 years in my life. So, as you know, I have like 2 children that are now adults. So they are, of course, not going to be living with us in the next 5 years. I hope for them that they will still not be around in 5 years from now. And then my youngest son will turn 18 at that time. So that means that he's going to have a car, he's going to drive, and then a lot of things are not going to be the same between right now and in 5 years from now. So right now it's kind of like easy. Everybody's at home, so I might as well, like everybody's like busy either like working, going to school. So I might as well just work a little bit longer hours just to build a better business, having a lot of fun anyways. And then that's pretty much like what I do right now. Because I would not be able to go and like go on trips and vacations all the time. Not because I cannot do it on my side, but other people would not be able to follow me anyway. So in 5 years from now, I need to figure out what I really want to do. So it's kind of an interesting challenge because on the one side, it kind of gives me like one clock that will stop in the next 5 years. And then I'm thinking what's going to happen as I get close to the age of 50. So age of 50, definitely super young to retire. So this is not part of what I envision. But maybe I could be looking at changing my lifestyle a bit, changing the way I approach things, maybe like work like smaller number of hours. I could just slow down in the amount of content I produce actually and just focus on my members, and that would be pretty much it. That would like be super easy to do and just produce content for my members, for example. I'm not too sure where I'm going with this. So while I don't know exactly what my projects will be in 5 years from now, I decided to work on kind of like a pre-retirement plan, more like focusing on the financial aspect, because those are the things I can actually have full control right now and change a little bit the way I do things. So I have like the investment side and the debt side, and this is what we're going to talk about today. So on the investment side, I realized that time is running out to participate on the RESP now. So the RESP it was like a family RESP for the 3 children. So I'm already using it on part of it, and I have a few more years because my youngest son is like 13 right now. So I have a few more years to boost those contribution. At like in the middle of it, I always contributed to the RSP, but not to full extent because I just didn't have enough like liquidity to do that. So right now I'm going to redirect a little bit more money over there, and kind of ironically, but just even if like at the end of the year I have to borrow like $1,000 to complete the RSP investment, considering the subsidies that I'm receiving, it will be worth it because A, the amount is going to grow tax-free, and B, I'm going to get the subsidy. So even if I have to borrow money to max out this part, it's going to make sense. I'm keeping my Smith Manager account active right now. So at this moment, I put $750 a month into the Smith Manager. So instead of like paying $750 in capital on my mortgage, I transfer back this money right away into the Smith Manager account to make it grow. And my goal is to increase it to $1,000 a month the next time I rise my salary from the business. So at this stage, I know I have like full control of my salary in one sense because I run a business, but I mean, the business must also be able to afford that, right? So anyways, whenever I will raise my salary again, I will put a good part of it, like just following what I used to do when I was an employee. I used to get a raise and then increase my savings rate. right away. So this is what I intend to do. So in the next 5 years, right now I have in my Smith Manager a little bit more than $22,000. So I should get very close to 100 grand in 5 years from now, assuming that $1,000 a month payment plus the growth plus the existing 22K that is being invested right now. So that's already a nice step forward into the into my financial plan. The second thing I'm doing as well is I'm forcing myself in the corporation to put money aside also. So the point again is to put $1,000 per month from corporate revenue. So just pay yourself first, but just doing it with the corporation. And it's kind of ironic. Once you put that in place, you're gonna live with whatever's like left there, and then you just focus on the remaining of the bank account, and you forget about the investment part. So that's great. It's a great way. It's like literally super cliche, but pay yourself first, put that into a brokerage account, start investing. The rest is kind of like doing it yourself. Like it does it by itself. I mean, it's just like magical. And then I have like my existing accounts that are doing quite great. Actually, more updates on that next Monday. But so the plan is just to stay the course during those years with the same strategy, not change much. I mean, it brought me here. I'm going to continue moving forward, so that's fine. On the debt side, and I know I've been saying that for a while, I had no intention of paying off my debts for a while. I just wanted to, well, first enjoy life, because for me, it's like a lot more important to travel and build memories with my family than to pay off my mortgage as quickly as possible. But now that I still have like a mortgage left for that reason. Like my cars are paid already, and I would like to run on them for 2-3 years at least without any car payments. I just feel that it's great, right? And they're not too old right now, so I can do it. The other thing I want to do though is to help my kids right now, to help them buy a house, like not this year, but in the coming years. So my thinking here is it's going to be a lot more valuable to help them today in my 40s by just borrowing a little bit more money on my house to help them buy theirs, instead of having them waiting the next 30, 40, 50 years. I don't know how long I'm going to live, right, to get an inheritance, which won't make much sense if they inherit like a big chunk at the age of 60 or 65. So I might as well just help them right now and have like less money going down the road. So I'm planning for that. I already remortgaged my house a long time ago, like about a few months ago. Sorry. Like I have like this line of credit that is available. I have like no clear project here. So what I'm doing right now is I plan on withdrawing a part of that money to help them out right away. And I'll continue to pay off the mortgage probably a little bit faster in maybe a few years from now, once I help like the two oldest kids to get their house. Probably that the next step will be to focus a little bit more on debt, especially if I want to like try this kind of like pre-retirement phase in my 50s, just to slow down the work a little bit more, travel a little bit more instead, and that could be quite interesting. So as you can see, I'm rambling a little bit more today, but just wanted to show you how it's not always clear. Even though you have a plan, even though you know what you do, sometimes you have like difficult decisions and the outcome is not perfect, or it's not perfectly clear, if I put it that way. So right now, this is where I am. But at least I can control like the fact that I have like the setup on my mortgage, so I can help my children. And then I have also this plan on boosting my investment, focusing on that for the next 5 years to build a bigger nest egg. So of course, to ensure that I have like a good cushion if anything wrong happens with the business. Because it's like anything else. You could lose your job anytime. Well, the business could start falling off as well. So I never take anything for granted. Actually, I'm super happy and super humbled to see that people are trusting our service and love what we do enough to pay us. So it's a great reward, but it's also humbling. So I need to respect that, and I need to always make sure that I offer them as much as possible in terms of value. So, all right, Moose, that was like some thinking about pre-retirement today. On Monday, we're going to talk again. I'm going to share with you some big news about my portfolio. So that's going to be interesting as well. So have yourself a great weekend, and we're going to talk again on Monday. Until then, don't forget to stay invested. Hey, welcome to the disclaimer. If you're listening to The Moose and the Loose, you cannot really expect me to give you buy or sell recommendation or financial advice, right? You're here for fun, you're here for information and some entertainment. But I am not your financial advisor, I am not your broker, so therefore I'm not liable if you're losing money after listening to the podcast. If you're looking for some advice, go see a professional. If not, you can enjoy the show and do your due diligence after it.